Hi, and welcome to Coffee Talk with Kyle and
April,
you always do that.
here we are with another episode of Coffee Talk. Welcome to the wonderful world of OneBid.us online auction, where we get to cover some of the fun stuff that's been happening around these parts. Right, April?
That's right, Kyle.
You can see that we're all dressed up and festive because
It's the holiday season.
it is. And we have some special announcements that we want to
Yes, we
communicate
do.
to everyone, because if you're watching, there's a good chance that you're part of our customer base or seller base.
Mhm.
So you know that things change a little bit around the holidays. We like to shut down for the Christmas season. We're going to be closed December 22nd through December 31st this year. We're going to be reopening, and the auction is going to be closing on a Wednesday instead of a Tuesday. Normally we're Tuesday nights. The auction is going to be closing on Wednesday night, January 1st. So hopefully you're all sobered up by then and you're able to bid.
Hey, Kyle.
Hey, what?
In our December 3rd auction, we had beautiful stained glass windows.
Oh, yes.
Did you see them?
Yeah. They came out of a church in Saginaw.
Oh, okay. You did watch the
I
auction.
did, yeah.
There was one that was really spectacular. It's item 4183, a
Okay.
larger size. So much detail to it. It ended up selling for $437.
Wow. These were handcrafted in 1902 and installed in this church that somebody has recently, they salvaged. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Because these beauties are amazing. This one right here, the big one, that sold to the bunch, it's actually going to Colorado. The
Nice.
local friend is picking it up for his buddy, and he's driving it out there. So he's handling it with care.
Are they doing like a home restoration?
I heard that they're working on this. I think it's a new build, is from my understanding, and they
Nice.
have the perfect spot to put this in.
That's awesome. Well, they have a chance to get a couple more.
Oh, yes.
We do have some coming up in the auction that's starting later this evening.
Yep.
Item 3076. This was a neat little piece. It was in a bunch of coins. And going through, I pulled it out. It's a U.S. National Guard medal.
Wow.
And you can see the date of it.
Okay.
Right here on the screen. The history and the stories I told. You know, who wore it. Things that you think about when you see these actual antiques that come through the door. It ended up selling for $42.
It's got to be hard to put a price on this kind of thing.
Right. A price on history.
Yeah, which is nice when you have two bidders that are really wanting to go after it. Sometimes three bidders.
Exactly.
The auction gets extended on the night of the closing a lot of times.
Yes, it does.
The next item that we wanted to highlight is item number 82. What can you tell us about this one, April?
It was a really good album. I had it. I played it till it went wah, 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 wah,
nostalgia.
Wah. Yes. The Kiss Destroyer album. I believe it was 76.
Okay.
It has all the hits on it. And, you know, shout out to the Kiss fans out there, Howie, Todd. I know you've seen them numerous times, such as myself. Sometimes without makeup, sometimes with. This album ended up selling for $33.01, which, and it's an original. It's not a repop like you can go and buy at a box store. This was the real deal. We have a lot of record albums that come through the auction, and the vinyl lovers are really getting some cool ones.
I know there's a nice population of them, and if you're local to the area, check out Electric Kiss at the Old Joe's Appliance Building.
Over on Kosciuszko.
Yeah, that's a mouthful.
You know, another place to find a lot of vintage vinyl is the Bay Antique Center.
Oh, yeah.
On the second floor, they have a huge selection.
Unbelievable how much.
Unbelievable selection. Thousands, if not 50,000.
And not everybody knows that they carry those.
Exactly.
Or where to go when they're looking for them. So upstairs?
Yep, 1010 North Water upstairs.
Okay, awesome. Shout out to Bill. You know, your life is basically built on nostalgia. Like the things that you love, like the original crispy chicken sandwich.
You'll get there one day.
Actually, I don't think it's crispy at all from Burger King.
No.
It's very mushy.
It
If you ask
is.
me, that's like the
Extra
original
mayo.
the original chicken sandwich. I mean, I'll have it if it's on sale, but it's not like something I'm looking
It's the
forward to. But
best.
April over here,
Yes.
she takes a bite into it and she's just like, "Oh, the taste of cardboard. It's so delicious." Apparently I'm the only one that doesn't like it.
It's
You know,
true.
it's funny though that you probably out there viewing this right now, you have your things that are nostalgia to you.
Maybe
That
they could leave them in the comments.
yeah, maybe you can leave them in the comments.
That
It's
would
not
be
just
fun.
food either. It's different
Yeah,
things. Like
whatever.
you look at some people, like a seller we have named Nick. He's nostalgic and he still thinks he's a surfer guy. So Sandy, I'm sorry that you got to deal with that all the time. Sometimes he can be grumpy.
Shout out
But
to Sandy.
yeah, we know Sandy's a big fan of the show, and she looks forward to when we release a coffee talk. And we love our fans. So thank you for watching, Sandy.
Hey, you know what?
What?
Item 4221. This was a cool piece.
Uh-huh.
It's a visitor sign.
Oh.
So think about this. For the holidays, you can put it out on the front lawn
Mm-hmm.
when you're having people over. You know, it ended up selling for $22.16.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was really
That
cool.
is
Speaking of,
interesting. Yeah.
you know, there's many uses. You could put it in your man cave. You could put it special parking, like on your garage door.
Mm-hmm. If you're visiting One Bid for the first time or first time in a long time, we have 3 different areas set up. We have the white auction area that is right up by the office with all the white tags. Down, if you go all the way to the opposite side of the building, is the blue auction with the blue tags.
And the blue poles.
And the blue poles, yeah.
Yes.
And if you go all the way over to the other side, that's the pink auction.
Mm-hmm.
And
with the pink poles.
It has pink poles and pink tags, and also make an offer. We do a lot of sorting back in the pink area too because it's our biggest space for extra space. But anyways, I say all this because sometimes you come into the building and you see an area that might be empty or it might look like it's chaos. That's because we're setting up that area. There's always an area that's getting set up of the incoming stuff. There's always an area that's going out of the auction that sold most recent. And there's always an area of the stuff that's online at that point or getting.
I always like to describe when people walk in, sometimes it's overwhelming, like you said, and they'll just look around like, where do I go? I like to tell them it goes in a clockwise, 3-ring circus.
Yes.
How you're watching, you know, the tigers over there, the lions over there.
Yes.
Go Lions. And the bears over there.
Yeah.
Did you watch a game last night?
I did.
Yeah. What'd you think?
I thought it was amazing that the Lions were able to pull it out.
You think they're going to go all the way?
I really hope so.
So do I.
You know, we did a long time ago when we used to do Coffee Talk, we did an episode where Matthew Stafford was in the Super Bowl.
Yes.
And we were rooting for him.
That was fun.
He ended up getting the Super Bowl ring that year. But all the trades that happened when we gave up Stafford, we are getting the benefit of them right now.
Yes.
And we're seeing them in action. It's awesome. As long as they don't get injured, it is awesome. So go Lions. But back to the how the whole system works. People think that sometimes they hear that we move throughout the building. They think that we set up all the items in this area and then we move them to the next area for pickup.
Okay.
But nope, they stay right there until they're sold, and then they head out the door. Our pickup people, they do an excellent job of getting the items out to the customers. If you ever come in, make sure you say hello to them, greet them with a smile. Hopefully they're saying hello to you. And I know we've had some compliments of people that come in that feel like they're lost.
Yes.
And they said, hey, they get asked again, do you need help? And they're like, I've already had 3 people ask me. It's really cool. This is a really cool place.
Yep.
So the first item that we wanted to highlight from our November 26th auction, item 2571. This was one that was like a wow. Holy smokes, what's going on here? And it was the sterling silver flatware.
Yes.
And this was quite amazing. And just a lot of value here.
I hope they use it and enjoy it
because
it was most likely a wedding gift.
Oh yeah.
I would assume it came in through an estate.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that was a fun surprise to see in the auction.
What did it end up selling for?
That ended up selling for $1,960, Bob.
Cha-ching.
Price is right. That's it. Hey, might notice that we're festive here.
You didn't ask me what this means.
What does that mean?
Well, in French or in France, in the French language, après is the after party from skiing.
Oh,
So I'm
I
kind
did
of
not
like
know that.
the after party. But in all honesty, my husband bought it for me and I held it up and I kind of had a look like,
Did you misspell it?
And he's like, "What? It says April." He is dyslexic and has trouble with spelling.
Yeah.
And I said, "I don't think it says April." But it was the thought that counted.
Yes.
Yeah. And your wife got you this
Yep.
because
She
you
thinks
love unicorns.
she thinks I'm a unicorn because when
yes.
she found me, she was like, I'm one of a kind, and
Yeah.
it's not easy to find
No.
unicorns in the wild.
Right.
So
And she hasn't tamed you yet?
no, not yet.
Yeah. Still wild.
So some of you might be looking at this, you're like, this is festive. You might be saying this is ugly because
Oh no.
ugly Christmas sweaters are the fad. They do well at the auction too, right?
But this sweater was not ugly.
Yeah.
Once again, shout out to Curtis.
Yep. This is his favorite go-to Miller High Life, folks. This was a little bit too big for Curtis, though.
Yeah.
Size 2XL. Ended up selling for $38. And this is fun.
Yeah, what fun for a Christmas party get
Yeah.
together.
Town drunk. Yeah.
Yeah, those that bid.
Yeah.
And yeah.
If you're bidding and you're drinking right now, all right. The next item that we wanted to highlight is item 1915. This was heavy,
Oh.
if you ask me, because I delivered it out to the customer, and I think I might have pulled something.
What is it?
It is Bowflex adjustable weight dumbbells. They adjusted from 5 pounds to like 52.5 pounds. And you see here, you just like hit the thing and it makes it go to what weight you want.
Oh, I thought that was a coat rack.
No, this is a little bit different than your normal exercise equipment that ends up being a nice decoration in the basement or garage.
Item 1915 ended up selling for $143.
Yeah, these were really good quality. Item 3172 is this vintage motion lamp. I know these used to be like really popular when I was a child, but this one was really interesting to me because it was depicting a forest fire.
Oh, really?
So, only you can prevent forest fires.
Smokey the Bear.
Yeah, so this ended up selling for $62.05 and a cool collectible.
Oh yeah, definitely.
For anybody that likes the vintage lamps.
Item 802 are the Celestron. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Skymaster binoculars and tripod. They ended up selling for $88.
Yeah.
Is that like for stargazing or?
I think for you it would be more so because you're like the neighborhood watch.
Okay.
Checking out what's going on at the neighbor's house. It's nice because you don't have to hold the binoculars when they're on the tripod.
Oh, okay. I see.
And you can focus it at the one neighbor across the street that might be creeping you out. Little do they know you're actually the neighborhood creeper. So that's what people say about me.
You speak of an experience.
I do, yeah.
Creeper boss.
Yeah, that's my nickname is Creeper. So if you see me watching, it's because I'm not Santa. But speaking of Santa,
hey, speaking of Santa,
yeah,
it's the time we're all waiting for, young and old.
Yeah,
I think he's coming to One Bed again.
He is.
Is he?
We had
what day?
Wednesday, December 18th.
Nice.
He's gonna be here to greet the customers, whether you're a kid and you're actually a kid, or you're still a kid and you're 56 years old.
Hey, what time is he gonna be here?
He's gonna be here from 11 to 1 p.m. and you might just get a candy cane if you're being nice,
or a secret package.
Yes, that's true. I forgot about that. Some Santa's.
Last year he was passing out gifts.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mystery. Yes.
I'm glad you decided to extend this episode a little bit.
Make sure you stay on for the outtakes, by the way.
We do have friends that are watching, and Don's wife had suggested maybe a little longer she would watch.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Kyle.
Yeah.
The weather outside is frightful.
Oh.
but in one bid, it's so delightful.
It is.
It's time to make a snowman.
It is.
Did you see that hat that sold?
I did.
Perfect Frosty the Snowman hat.
It's epic.
Yes, it is. Nostalgia.
Item 1662. It was a true vintage black top hat.
Yeah,
right?
very cool.
And that sold for
$85.
wow.
Yeah, that was top of the heap.
And I think it was magical too, right? Is that what
Yeah, I think so.
what brought Frosty to life?
Ryan had actually picked it up on the table,
Okay.
looking at it closely, and a rabbit ran across it.
Oh, what is this? What the?
I want one of my cats came to work with me.
Yeah, Ryan has too many cats.
Yeah, crazy cat
So-
man.
Yeah. Can we be done?
Yeah. So shout out to Betsy.
Yeah. I hope you watch this long, Betsy.
I'm sure you'll give everyone feedback.
Yeah, we don't care. You're not listening to your
No.
advice or
Well,
suggestions.
nice talking to you, Kyle.
It was nice seeing you, April.
Okay. I think that's going to be one of the best ones.
No, I'm
let's-
doing
I
my
wanna-
part. The next item that we wanted to highlight is item number.
It's mine.
You don't get to do your intros
Okay.
on all the freaking things.
Like you are in hyper mode the whole first
Oh,
5 minutes.
shut up. The only reason I do that is because you're not saying anything.
Because you don't take a breath and stop.
I do take a breath.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You could,
Will he shut up over there?
wow, you
He's
almost
not
poked
supposed
my
to be-
eye out.
Mhm.
Timmy, what was the movie? It says,
No.
Oh.
December 18th hasn't happened yet. But this.
Do you hear my stomach?
Yeah, what is going on? I hope that's not getting picked up on the microphone. Sorry, folks, if you're listening at home, we forgot to
Shout
feed her.
out to Dawn.
We forgot. Yeah. Don, if you're watching right now, April's stomach's a little growly because you forgot to bring her a snack. April loves. It's seriously, nostalgia is her thing. Nerds, when she was a child, was a big thing. Pop rocks.
Mm-hmm.
She can't get over like how that feeling is in her mouth. She has it at least once a week. We got to hear it in this office where we're just like, can you stop, child? Sometimes we got to take a quick break. Our sugar's low here. So